Hello and welcome to Manchester City versus Liverpool live. Just trying to sort everything out. There we go. Stream link tweeted, and there we go. The players are almost ready for kickoff at the Etihad Stadium, and we will be live very shortly here. Kickoff just 2 minutes away. Mario Balotelli, ex-Manchester City player, will not start today against former team Liverpool. Versus former Manchester City striker Mario Balotelli will not start today against Manchester City for Liverpool. Mario Balotelli has walked into the Etihad Stadium now. It'll be weird to be back for him. And the teams are ready in blue and red. The Premier League champions versus the Premier League runners-up. At the home of the champions, it is Manchester City versus Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium. And we are underway here with Manchester City. Dzeko and Jovetic get us started, with Yaya Toure switching out to the right. This is the battle of the two biggest powers in the Premier League as of the moment. Chelsea, Arsenal, Everton, Tottenham, Manchester United, none of them quite come close to these two, as these two were the dominant ones last season. These two took it down to the final day, and it was Manchester City who were victorious, and they'll be looking to be victorious here today. Great tackle from Steven Gerrard early on Pablo Zabaleta, City looking to break down the right-hand side of the field. Zabaleta starting his first game of the season for Manchester City, and he's got it here, but Coutinho is back cutting it out, defending well. Plays it down the left to Sturridge, and company fouls him. Free kick early on to Liverpool, a minute in here. The starting 11, by the way, is Hart in net, Zabaleta, company, Demichelis and Clichy at the back for City. Nasri, Fernando, Torre and Silva making up the midfield four, and Dzeko and Jovetic up front. Simon Mignolet is in net for Liverpool, with Johnson, Skrtel, Lovren and a debut for Alberto Moreno at the back. In midfield, they've got a three in Henderson, Gerrard and Joe Allen. No Lucas today. And going forward, Coutinho on the left, Sterling on the right, and Daniel Sturridge up front. So this is going to be a very exciting fixture. There's quality all over the field. And we do have a debutant today in Alberto Moreno. It will be interesting to see him play. What a stage to make your debut for Liverpool at the home of the Premier League champions. It will be a tough game for him. Number 18, Alberto M, is on the back of his shirt. Dejan Lovren, another new boy for Liverpool. Those are the only two signings that Liverpool have made this season that start today. Goal scorer Martin Skrtel. Got 9 goals last season, Martin Skrtel, for Liverpool. Torres cut out Henderson's pass. Dzeko pokes it to Silva. Did well there until Henderson got a foot in and conceded a throw-in at the halfway point. Liverpool was slowly falling away from being one of the massive teams in England, one of the massive teams in Europe. They did win the Champions League in 2005, but they were slowly falling. Managers couldn't get it right. Rafael Benitez nearly did, with the likes of Torres, Xabi Alonso, Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher. They had a fantastic squad, but they just couldn't quite do it. They got second place, and they fell away again for a few years. They're back at it again now, with Brendan Rodgers, the manager, ex-Swansea boss. Swansea were nicknamed Swanzalona under him. They did really good passing. Yaya Toure driving forwards here. So powerful. Fernando. Good poke to Jovetic, who couldn't quite scoop it round for Nasri. And Coutinho trying a risky back heel quite far back. And then Toure shows him how's it done with a proper back heel to Nasri. Fernando now. The only of Manchester City's new signings to be starting today. Such a powerhouse at the back, Fernando. Yaya Toure. Samir Nasri. Demichelis. Poor ball, it's cut out. Sterling using his pace to get there ahead of company. It's Sturridge on the right hand side now for Liverpool coming inside. Slips it through to Sterling and Hart gets out quickly. Gets down well. And Manchester City escape. An early potential scare there. Defence may have just switched off there for a minute. Poor pass from Demichelis is all it takes to get Liverpool through. And Joe Allen's ran round company. Hans Zavaleta here into Sturridge, and it's good defending from Demichelis. Dzeko, the furthest man back, doing his defensive duties. Plays it out to Jovetic, who tried the 1-2 with Toure and was brought down by Liverpool new boy Alberto Moreno. The Spaniard, Jovetic, misses Nasri. Falls to Johnson now. Gerrard, Sterling, Johnson, Henderson, back to Skirtle. Felipe Coutinho, little step over to give it to Fernando. Great play there from Liverpool. Coutinho, shot blocked, and City have it away only for the moment. Clichy gives it to Gerrard. His ball to Johnson, couldn't quite make it. And Clichy's away down the left-hand side. He's giving it David Silva. Got Clichy left. Jovetic and Dzeko right. Nasri arriving. He tried to play through Jovetic, and it was a great sliding interception by Martin Skirtle. Both teams, such attacking sides, and both showing great attacking presence early on, looking to create chances. Manchester City have a throw-in. Here is Vincent Kompany. Fernando to Toure. Toure again now. Oh, maybe a bit too cool there, risking it. Sterling nearly getting away with it. Here's David Silva. Not really many options. Always looking to take it forward, David Silva. Fernando, Silva again. It's Nasri. Fernando, a real anchor. I mean, you'll see Yaya Toure go far forward, but not Fernando. He sort of stays back into great dummy to Dzeko, just wide. Early chance there for Edin Dzeko. Great dummy from Stefan Jovetic to let it run through to Dzeko on the edge of the area. Left foot across the keeper and past the post. The Bosnian World Cup star Edin Dzeko came from City back in 2010. Signed from Wolfsburg, and he was absolutely fantastic at Wolfsburg. Edin Dzeko, top scorer in the Bundesliga one season. Company's hit it all the way forward, straight into Mignolet's arms. Johnson. Skirtle. It's Jordan Henderson. Back to Skirtle. Johnson carrying it forward a bit. Here's Sterling. Henderson switches to Moreno. Places it back to Lovren. Liverpool enjoying a bit of possession here, slowing the play down, trying to build on something. And if they find that one through ball, Liverpool, they will attack with such speed. Steven Gerrard will have to endure this throughout the season. Singing his name, singing how he fell over, slipped, and gave the title to Manchester City. He's going to be hearing a lot of that every game Liverpool play. Gerrard is suffering from it. That's one of the costs as a Premier League footballer. Gerrard over the top to Sterling, who's brought it down well on the turn. Tried to volley it wide. It was a very good attempt from Sterling. Great first touch, and it was a typical Steven Gerrard ball there. Through the middle, right over the top. Sterling chests it down. Tried to sort of volley it facing away from goal. And it was just wide there. Joe Hart always had it covered. Not the best contact from Sterling, but he did well with what he had. Very well. Raheem Sterling, set to be a superstar. This lad, he is absolutely fantastic. Still at the age of 18. He really is something special. Silva's giving it away, which is rare. Allen now to Johnson. Sterling running around Clichy, and Sterling's not going to get there ahead of Demichelis. He's brought down by Demichelis. And it's a free kick to Liverpool in a crossing position on the right wing outside Manchester City's box. Sterling just got the toe to it first. Demichelis instantly sort of indicated there was no foul, but definitely went clean through Raheem Sterling. He's just got blistering pace, and that will trouble Demichelis today because he isn't the fastest. And cross set here. Three-man Manchester City wall. Two-man David Silva walks away. Jovetic and Nasri in the wall. Steven Gerrard ready to provide one of his excellent balls in. Here is Gerrard. Straight at Joe Hart. Tried to go quickly, but no real moves on for the England number one. And for now, the Manchester City number one. Hard to tell whether he will remain that with the addition of Willy Caballero to the Manchester City squad. Jovetic flicks over to Nasri. Wonderful touch, and he tried to poke it back through to Jovetic. And Nasri has just swiped the Liverpool defender there, taking him clean out, and it's a free kick to Liverpool inside their own half. Here is Mignolet. Let's take the kick. He plays it wide to Lovren. Looking for options. He's found Joe Allen. Further inside to Jordan Henderson. He now switches it to the right flank. Glenn Johnson. Looking for options. He's got Sterling, who really can create something. Joe Allen. Coutinho. He's got Moreno to his left. He's trying to get half yard for a shot. The pass through blocked by Fernando. And Manchester City can break here. Torres playing it out wide to Nasri on the left now for Manchester City. He's looking to create something. Jovetic. Can he get the ball in? Clichy with the ball. Back post. Zabaleta and Dzeko are there. And it's poor there from Zabaleta. Jeers from the Liverpool fans. Great layoff by Jovetic for the ball in from Clichy. Zabaleta tried the volley and he skied it almost out of the Etihad Stadium there. Not the fullback's finest moment. Runner-up in this year's World Cup, the Argentine international, as was his teammate Sergio Aguero, who again isn't out for City tonight. You don't want to rush Aguero back from injury because you know he is a fragile player and he gets injured straight away if you're rushing back. You need a player of that quality to be in your team for as long as possible, and being patient with his return is the way to keep him in your team for as long as possible. Demichelis' clearance straight to Gerrard. Sterling toying with Silva there. It's coming inside through. There's a ball in, and Fernando puts it behind for a corner. Sterling just driving in between Clichy, Silva, and Demichelis, who's a great little burst. And Fernando could do nothing but put it behind for a Liverpool corner. 14 minutes in, and we have our first corner of the game. What can Liverpool create here? Steven Gerrard to whip it in towards Lovren. Headed clear by Clichy, but there's a free kick to Manchester City, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. And Joe Hart looking to take it quickly, but he's got no real options forward or backwards. It's Henderson and company. Skirtling, Demichelis all over each other. Two pairs there marking each other, but it was the Liverpool players that were penalised. Here's Jovetic, lays it off to Silva now. Great break here for Manchester City. It's David Silva. Twisting, turning, lays it off to Clichy to get the ball in. Headed clear by Skirtle. Yaya Toure on the edge, shoots! Great save by Mignolet, held onto it well. And you know Yaya Toure can cook something special from that range. He is truly gifted from in and around the box. On the ball, he is a fantastic player. Never a natural workhorse off the ball. Gets called lazy quite often. Sterling. Johnson. Glenn Johnson coming inside. Demichelis away to Gerrard, who shoots! Just wide of the left-hand post from Steven Gerrard. Tried one from 40 yards. I think it did take a little deflection. So it is a Liverpool corner here. And it's Felipe Coutinho to whip it in this side. An in-swinger from the young Brazilian. Missed out on the World Cup plane to his home nation of Brazil. And Joe Hart just got a flap on that to send it behind from another corner. If he had missed that, Joe Hart, that's straight to Sturridge's head and a goal early on for Liverpool. And it's Gerrard to take this time. Swinging outwards. Oh, it's Coutinho to take the corner. Lovren heads it up. City definitely got the height advantage in this game. It's Fernando that heads it out. Sterling lays it off to Coutinho. He's in a real crossing position here. And it is dealt with by Manchester City. Away. Where it needs to be, really. It's Felipe Coutinho. Toying with Jovetic. Johnson. Joe Allen. His shot blocked and Dzeko's layoff to Jovetic on the counter-attack. Went wide there. Just out of play. Joe Allen took a knock there. Company went flying in on him. And he thinks it struck the arm of Vincent Kompany. Joe Allen, well, he was incensed that he had a handball there. Here is Felipe Coutinho. Causing City a bit of problems here, but it's a lazy ball to Glenn Johnson. And Silva wins it back with an interception. Stefan Jovetic now carrying it forward. Samir Nasri. Zabaleta now out wide. Just played it back to Yaya Toure. Tried to play it to Dzeko. Dealt with twice in a row by Lovren. Back to Zabaleta, who plays a 1-2 nicely with Nasri. Can Zabaleta get the cross in here? Tried to take it around Moreno. Good defending from the debutant. And Zabaleta takes a throw in. Joe Allen cuts it out. Tries to break. Can't. Nasri happy to concede the throw in to prevent the counter-attack. Good challenge there by the French international. There was another player that missed out on the plane to Brazil. Doesn't get along with the French boss, and I think that was his reason for not appearing in the World Cup, or not even appearing on the plane to the World Cup. Fantastic for Manchester City. Sami Nasri, never been too great for France. Dzeko. Rings of Championes. Chancing round the ground. Here is Vincent Kompany. Zabaleta. Tried to give it Coutinho. Tried to get it round Coutinho, but he cut it out. It's now with Yaya Toure though. Silva. Toure again. Shifts it out to the left with a great ball to Gael Clichy, who controlled it with his hand there. I think it might have gone out of play as he controlled it with his hand. So yes, Liverpool throw-in. Coutinho trying to dance past Toure. It was a great tackle from the Ivorian. Nasri. Zabaleta. Not really got much on here, so he's got to give it back to Joe Hart. The new Brazilian manager, Dunga, has picked Felipe Coutinho for the upcoming Brazilian international friendly matches, despite him not being in Brazil for the World Cup. And he deserves it, doesn't he? Because he had a fantastic season with Liverpool. And Brazil really didn't perform that well. Moreno blistering down the left-hand side. What pace he showed there. And determination to win it back from Zabaleta as well. Promising stuff from the youngster. And he caught Moreno. Moreno earns a free kick. I think Liverpool fans will like what they've seen of him so far. Zabaleta's international teammate Angel Di Maria arrived in Manchester earlier today for a chance, to sign and complete a medical for rivals Manchester United. Gerrard's whipped it in, and Joe Hart came out and dealt with it. Glenn Johnson. Henderson onside. Tried to cross in. Demichelis gets the block in. Another corner. And it was it's a double ricochet there, according to the linesman. Jordan Henderson receiving boos from the Etihad. He's not giving up on his cause. He believes that he should have had a corner there. So he tried to find the ball in to the box. Demichelis cut it out. Great tackle. And it bounced back off Demichelis onto Henderson. Demichelis carrying it forward now. Another Argentinian that was at the World Cup. Came second. Didn't appear though, Demichelis. Manchester City having a bit of possession here with Jovetic trying to drive through. And Manchester City turn up with a corner. Jovetic played Zabaleta through on the right hand side. It looked like a triple ricochet there. We've got more ricochets happening. So this is Manchester City's first corner Liverpool have already had 3, but they do have a severe height advantage. It's Nasri into company, and it's headed out. Oh, it was Fernando, and it was headed out of Simon Mignolet's hands. So free kick to Liverpool there. That's where City's power really comes in handy. They've got Dzeko 6'4", Company 6'3", Yaya Toure 6'3". They've got some fantastically tall players, Manchester City, and Liverpool are going to struggle to deal with that today. Who aren't the smallest team themselves, but you know, when you've got a team of that height and power attacking the ball, it can be really hard to deal with it. Here's Joe Allen. He's got Moreno overlapping on the left. Gives it to Moreno. He's definitely beaten Zabaleta for pace, so he had to slide in early there, Zabaleta, and conceded the throw-in. Moreno receives it back from Sterling. From the throw-in. Dangerous position here. Tries to cross it in. It's away by Demichelis. Not much really happening around the City area. Liverpool have the ball, but they're just not really doing much with it. Oh, they've won a corner though here. Liverpool. City do have a height advantage, but when you got players like Martin Skrtel who head the ball in for fun, you know, can go well. It's cleared away by Manchester City. Clichy gives it to Jovetic. Mario Balotelli sat with Adam Lallana for Manchester City behind legend Kenny Dalglish. David Silva has it for City. Inside to Fernando. Dzeko. City looking to build here. Yaya Toure. Dzeko back to keep the ball. To play out wide. It's Clichy. The threat blocked there by Gerrard, who gives it Henderson, who scoops it out and away. Toure tried to block it though, and now here come Liverpool with Felipe Coutinho. Joe Allen. Gerrard. Out wide to Johnson. Struggling here, Liverpool. Can't find that break, that killer break that they are looking for. Brendan Rodgers has had a lot of critics over the past few months, thinking that this was Liverpool's chance to win the league with Luis Suarez. He's had many doubters, seeing how Liverpool would do this season without the big man up front. A lot of pressure goes to Daniel Sturridge, but Brendan Rodgers does admit that it'll be tougher for them, but then you think that, oh, Yaya Toure plays it through, and it's a great block there by Martin Skrtel into the arms of Mignolet. No pass back though, it wasn't intentional. Moreno. His ball shepherded to Demichelis by Company. So Brendan Rodgers does admit that the season will be tougher, but he expects Liverpool to perform even better this season with their 7 new permanent signings they've acquired. Great play from Manchester City here. Nasri losing it to Gerrard. Moreno gives it Coutinho, who's outpacing Yaya Toure, who pushed him to the ground there. And it's a free kick to Liverpool just inside the Manchester City half. Coutinho was just outpacing Yaya Toure there, which is impressive in itself. And Yaya Toure pushes his arm on his back and pushes him down to the ground. Toure still complaining that it was just strength. I think it's a booking for Yaya Toure. It is. First yellow card of the game, just under half an hour in. And Yaya Toure receives a yellow card. Free kick by Gerrard. It's got quite a few to aim for. Skirtle arriving. Can Gerrard provide a great ball in? It's looking decent. Skirtle at the back post. Heads it out wide to Sterling. He can provide another cross in. It's away. Manchester City have dealt with Liverpool's threats quite well so far. But here's Sterling again. Fouled again. And Raheem Sterling just beat Gael Clichy to the ball there, forcing Clichy to foul him. Just got a toe to it and went into the side of Sterling. Free kick right on the edge of the area, but further out wide, so it's a crossing position. Now the referee's moved it a bit further back than it initially was, so not as near to the penalty area as it should have been, but Steven Gerrard won't mind because he can still provide a wonderful ball in. It is Gerrard. Oh, Hart punches, and Sterling's going to get there first. Keep the attack going. Here is Sterling, slips through Jordan Henderson, who clips it into Sturridge, headed away, and I think it was Sami Nasri that got it away in the end, and Lovren hits it straight back into the area where there is nobody. It's gone out for a goal kick. Dangerous there for Liverpool. Great ball from Sterling, and it was a really, really good run from Henderson. I mean, he just ran from deep straight through the City defence, caught a few of the defenders off guard, I think, and then tried to clip it in far post to Sturridge, but it was dealt with well by Kompany and Fernando. Another free kick to Liverpool here. This time it was Dzeko that was penalised. Lovren to Coutinho. Bad touch. Tried to lift it forward to Sturridge, but it was Kompany that powerfully headed clear. Johnson. Gerrard. Dejan Lovren. Alberto Moreno. Skips past Zabaleta and Silva, bringing it inside and laying it back to Lovren. He's looking to find a pass. Gerrard sitting deep, as he does. Skirtle now. Played it all the way through, but Clichy cut it out. Demichelis away. Headed on by Jovetic. Silva tried to chest it into the path of Dzeko. Just didn't get enough on it. Here's Sterling. Liverpool looking dangerous. Floated in towards Sturridge, who brings it down inside the area. He skips past Kompany well, and I think it was blocked there by Demichelis in the air. Straight back to Sturridge. Crossed in, back post. Headed clear by Clichy well. And now Manchester City break here with Sami Nasri leading the charge. Jovetic. Only 5 Liverpool shirts back. More arriving though. More Manchester City shirts arriving as well. Here's Fernando. A lot of red shirts back now. The attack's really slowed down. Yaya Toure. Looked for Edin Dzeko. And the ball went all the way through to Mignolet. Great play from Sturridge at the other end though. He brought it down, gave Kompany a few step overs and beat him. And then it was blocked, and the second ball in was really well improvised there by Sturridge on his left. Outside of the left boot, just finding far post. Liverpool are the only team with a shot on target so far this game, interestingly enough. And Liverpool have probably been the better side so far, you got to say. Having 4 shots to City's 3. Liverpool did have that one on target though, and they're just nothing clear cut for either side. I mean, it's been nothing too excellent. Joe Hart on the ball for Manchester City, saying Liverpool have been the better teams, probably a bit kind. I mean, they both had very patient patches and then very attacking patches. Most of them are in the same move though for these teams, because they do so well on the ball and then they just burst into life, and that's what teams of this quality can do. And it's 52% possession to Liverpool, 48 Manchester City's way, and it's quite good. Quite good for both sides. Both sides will take positives. Manchester City's defence has been firm, as has Liverpool's. Liverpool have probably been better passing. They've been the stronger passing side. And Gerrard's nicked it away from Fernando. Sturridge back to Gerrard. Great little exchange between those two. Out wide to Raheem Sterling now. Sterling trying to fool Gael Clichy with a bit of trickery. Can he get the cross in there? That is the question. It's well dealt with by Clichy, throwing to Liverpool deep inside the Manchester City half. Glenn Johnson is the one to take. The right fullback. Joe Allen laying it back to him. Good touch by Johnson, but Sterling was miles offside. Just left it to go out for a Manchester City throw-in. Tottenham versus Liverpool is next Sunday. It's the early kick-off, but problem is well, the question is, will Mario Balotelli start? Well, he's obviously only signed for Liverpool today with £16 million move from AC Milan. Liverpool taking a risk, many believe. Others believe Balotelli will be really good for sure at the Merseyside club, but he will most probably debut against Tottenham, maybe as a substitute, maybe as a starter. Mario Balotelli, interestingly enough, only ever Premier League assist is his assist to Sergio Aguero to win Manchester City the league. Would you believe it? Raheem Sterling just snapping at Yaya Touré's heels there. Conceding a free kick. It's played forward towards Jovetic. Headed back. I think it was Glenn Johnson that headed it back. Here he is now again. Steven Gerrard. Lovren firmly places it at Moreno's feet, who lays it off to Coutinho, trying to work a bit of magic. Allen, Henderson, Sterling, Coutinho, Sterling. Great play. Oh, slipped through ball towards Coutinho, and it was shepherded by Demichelis into the arms of goalkeeper Joe Hart. Good defending there from the veteran defender. Demichelis has been at 3 of Manuel Pellegrini's clubs. He was at Malaga with him. His club in Argentina as well. And now at Manchester City together. Great friends, Pellegrini and Demichelis. Silva plays it backwards. Yaya Toure. Fernando. looking for a killer pass. He's giving it Nasri. Torre. Out wide to Clichy. Silva. Jovetic again, deeper now. So he's just looking for that ball. He's found Nasri. Not really got anything out wide. So he's played it back inside to Torre. The run of Clichy spotted and it's straight to Clichy's feet. It was a great ball there by Torre. Dzeko now. Silva. Fernando. Torre. So around the time Manchester City scored against Newcastle last weekend, made their breakthrough. It's all the way back by Manchester City. Fans want to go forward. It's just like a session of keep ball. The fans urging them forward. Here's Zabaleta. Great run from Zabaleta. And Manchester City win a corner. Steven Gerrard was the one to charge in and smash it away from the possession. Zabaleta plays the 1-2. Great play. And Gerrard more than happy to concede the corner in order to stop that move. Nasri into the area. It's only just away. Zabaleta all the way back to Joe Hart. Neither team really on top in this game. There's nothing really for either side that's making them the better side. Here's Zabaleta. 1-2 with Jovetic. More of a forced 1-2 after a bad touch from Jovetic. The cross in. Jovetic! Manchester City lead through the legs of Simon Mignolet after absolute nothing. It's their first real chance of the game. It's the first real chance of the game. 40 minutes in. And Dejan Lovren looks so unhappy with himself there. It's Zabaleta. Great play. He's really engineered quite a bit down there. And Lovren headed it towards Moreno, and there was no shout for man on. It was a poor header from Lovren, poor play from Moreno, and Jovetic just jumps in between the two defenders, snatches the ball, and drills it through the legs of Simon Mignolet. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 0. The Champions lead at home here. Did just clip Mignolet's legs on the way through. It was a great, powerful strike from Jovetic. And now Liverpool have to restart. And that will really change Brendan Rodgers' halftime team talk. Because Liverpool have, if anything, been the better side in a very even game. And it's hard to say which side's been on top. Nasri, Fernando. City looking for a second here, trying to kill the game off before halftime. They have the quality to do so, and you know when they start scoring at home, they can just keep scoring. Thrashed many a side here last season. It's like a torture chamber the Etihad for some sides. Tottenham Hotspur will know firsthand. They were battered quite a few times by Manchester City in recent seasons. Coutinho. Gerrard, Skirtle, Coutinho, sitting deep, trying to play it around, and it is Henderson. Last 10 minutes, the possession has been 68% to Manchester City, which is crazy after such an evenly possessed game. A lot of the possession was coming from City just playing keep ball for quite a long time, and It was Zabaleta that really engineered all of the attacking play down the right hand side that led to the goal. Here, Liverpool, Johnson trying to get a cross in. And there's a handball being given there against Felipe Coutinho. Doesn't agree with it one bit. Alright, Balotelli thinks he's seen enough for this first half. He's back into the dressing room. Liverpool with a throw-in. Johnson headed back to Mignolet by Skirtle, under pressure from Jovetic there. Coutinho. Powerful ball to Henderson, who just manages to get it out wide to Johnson. Johnson loses it. Forward to Skirtle, who hits it back. Headed away by Clichy. There's a foul there by Martin Skirtle. And Dzeko, free kick given. In the way of the champions. Here is Felipe Coutinho now for Liverpool. Poking it in the way of Sturridge, but it was well cleared by Jovetic in City break here. Yaya Toure on the right. Crossing position for him. Jovetic. Toure again. He's trying to whip it in. He's not really got much of an angle to work with. A lot of City players piling forward there to try and get one before half time, but it's Manchester City that go in at half time with the lead 1-0 to Manchester City. After it was Stefan Jovetic that found the breakthrough. He was very much the star of pre-season for Manchester City. He was banging the goals in. And he presented the goal after capitalising on defensive errors from new boys Dejan Lovren and Alberto Moreno. Snatched the ball away and drilled it through the legs of Simon Mignolet. So the champions lead at the break, 1-0 at the Etihad. And we will be right back in about 15-20 minutes with the second half. After it was Stefan Jovetic that found the breakthrough, very much a star of
up that, but a striker in that position, and you see the trick. He leaves company for dead. I mean, company's left that hanging leg. We talked about that a lot. But Joe Hart stands up, but for Liverpool's play and he looked, dangerous at times. He probably should have tested Joe Hart a lot more.
What happened to the goal, Gary?
Well, obviously mistakes, but we'll just show it here from initially. It's a crossfield pass, and he just gets himself in his body shape wrong. Moreno, he ends up twisting and turning. Actually, Nasri does really well now, and just sort of back. As he holds him off, and then they've got a little bit of hold up play, a little bit of skill. They cross it and they clear it, and they clear it wide. At this point, Liverpool are okay. There's no problems. Problems start to develop. Sort of take it on a touch. There now. Now I can't understand. It's something that's developing, and I'll never understand it. That is the centre back, Lovren. He's got Skirtle there, and he's got Glenn Johnson there. The 3v1. I have no idea for the life of me why centre backs now are not closing that space. I have no idea. Silva makes that look. Steven Gerrard should stay with him. If you look at this here, Steven Gerrard and David Silva. He definitely should stay with him. But why centre-backs are not shifting over when the ball's on the side of the pitch and closing off space? It's something that's developing more and more, and it causes the problem. Now, Lovren gets across and eventually does his job, but he would never have played that pass in the first place if he'd have been there. If he did play the pass, he would have been actually there to defend it. And then it's all about the anticipation of Jovetic, and it's the speed of the finish, but you'll see it here now, from this angle. Clearance there, and you just see now, and you see Joe Allen. Look at Joe Allen's mouth. He's shouting at him. Jovetic is on the move. He's anticipating it. He's alive. And Moreno, you can put it down to his first game in the Premier League.
Caught out by the pace of it?
Yeah, you can say that. It's just poor defending in any league. I can't believe that people in the league don't do that as well. They're on the move, on the run, anticipating things, and he's cost his team. It'll be difficult for Liverpool to get back in it.
But Liverpool have scored in 28 of the last 29 Premier League matches. They need a goal tonight. They trail the champions by a goal to nil. Second half comes next.
Have you ever noticed how in Hollywood movies all the villains are played by Brits?
Maybe we just sound right. Thank you, Mary.
They're more focused, more precise.
With a certain style, and we're obsessed by power.
We all drive Jaguars.
Oh, yeah. It's good to be back.
Welcome to the world of Bet365, the land of the in-play. It's a world where you can watch as much live streaming as your eyeballs can handle. Oh, tasty. It's a place where you can cash out on your bet before the game's even done. It's no wonder Bet365 is the world's favourite online sports betting company.
The next big idea from Sky Sports is here. 2 years free Sky Broadband Unlimited for our Sky Sports customers. With our new channel, Sky Sports 5, your home of European football, including the UEFA Champions League, plus our totally unlimited broadband. So, don't miss our best ever offer. 2 years free Sky Broadband Unlimited when you activate Sky Sports 5, part of your sports package. Go to sky.com/2 years free or call 08442 410 300. Sky, believe in better.
The first time.
Hilarious, funnier than the first.
Wow!
It's terrific stuff.
Thirsty.
The In-Betweeners 2.
It's been an early night.
I'll be up in a bit. I've got a few things to do.
This carpet needs replacing.
Needs a clean.
Won't mow itself.
This needs sorting.
It's not easy admitting you have erectile dysfunction, but it is easy to get treated. Lloyd's Pharmacy's online doctor is discreet and simple. Complete our free online assessment and our doctors will prescribe the best treatment for you. Don't avoid the problem. Ask Lloyds.com.
Now, Brian, Confused.com want you to deliver £1 million to some lucky person. That's right, £1 million. So go find the winner.
£1 million? Wow!
Yes, the £1 million mega draw is here. Win £1 million for a weekly prize of £10,000. For your chance to enter, buy your car, home, life, or travel insurance through Confused.com.
Nothing brings family together like a wedding. Slide in, man. Looking good. And now you can bring the family even closer together with the shared plan on EE. It lets you put up to 5 Apple devices on just one plan. So young Will here can photo stream some epic selfies. Dad can still get all emotional. And Mom can capture the best footage of the night. Straight to Facebook. One bill, one happy family. So now these guys can really cut loose. Every time. Get better value with up to 5 Apple devices on the EE shared plan.
The return of rivalries. The return of teamwork. The return of passion. The return of the brand new season of TV's top sporting comedy panel show, the BAFTA award-winning A League of Their Own. Bombshell! With celebrity guest stars.
A lot of potential here for it.
All right, dude.
Brand new A League of Their Own. Starts Friday at 9, Sky 1 HD.
Sky Sports 5, your new home of European football. Activate Sky Sports 5 now at skysports.com.
Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the half-time break, and it is Manchester City that lead after a first half mistake by Alberto Moreno. Capitalised on it well and drilled it through the legs of Simon Mignolet. Really seized the moment. And Liverpool have work to do in the second half. They're out and ready. They are ready for the second half. Liverpool, they're already out there. But it's going to be difficult because they really need to keep the ball forward. I mean, they've had possession in more advanced areas than City. City did enjoy like a 10-minute spell of really advanced possession. But apart from that, it's been such an even game. Barely any chances created. One for Liverpool's Daniel Sturridge at a tight angle. Not really a great opportunity. And then at the other end for Manchester City, Dzeko had one that he lashed past the post. Never really a real opportunity, more of a half chance. And it was Manchester City that took their first real chance with Stefan Jovetic. It's all about taking your chances, and Liverpool need to create more chances in order to take them if they want to get back in this game. But both sides do have the quality to create chances. The mixture of it is Liverpool's speed is what creates their chances. Their through balls, their great passing. And then for City, it's their quality, just their out-and-out destruction of teams. They have so many quality players in advanced positions that can really devastate teams. And then they've got the players to finish it off with Dzeko and Jovetic up front. Jovetic showing that they can finish it off. City finally head out onto the pitch, ready for the second half here at the Etihad Stadium. Both teams have re-emerged and Liverpool are ready to get the sides underway for the second half. And The ref blows his whistle and we are off. Liverpool get us underway with Sturridge and Coutinho. Oh, Sturridge just has to wait a sec. He's tying his lace, but now Liverpool are underway. A really advanced start from Liverpool there. I think it's something Brendan Rodgers told them to do at half-time. It must be a planned tactic. The second the whistle blew, they shoved 6 players into the Manchester City half. Everyone but the defence and goalkeeper ran straight forward and trying to create options already. It's a very positive little tactic there from Liverpool, but City's midfield depth, players like Fernando kept him on the side. No changes at half-time for either teams. Still the same 4-4-2 for City. Hart, Zabaleta, Company, Demichelis, Clichy, Nasri, Fernando, Torre, Silva, Dzeko and Jovetic. And it's still the same 4-3-3 for Liverpool in Mignolet, Johnson, Skirtle, Lovren, Alberto Moreno, Henderson, Steven Gerrard, Joe Allen, and up front, Felipe Coutinho, Daniel Sturridge and Raheem Sterling. Here is Raheem Sterling now, trying to get a cross in. It's dealt with by the experienced Demichelis. Daniel Sturridge really tipped to have a good season. Now he's the main man at Liverpool, but will he remain the main man? With the introduction of Mario Balotelli, it's hard to tell. Skirtle gets there first over Dzeko. He waited a while to give it to Mignolet. And Mignolet lays it off to Lovren to try and start another attack. Gerrard, Moreno, Felipe Coutinho, Joe Allen. Felipe Coutinho driving at the defence here. Switches the play to Glenn Johnson. He's done well. Can Johnson provide a deadly cross into the box? He's put it inside to Coutinho. Sturridge trying to turn, and it was Company and Demichelis that got it away between them. Gerrard, Sterling, Coutinho, Sterling, great play here. Sterling out wide. Here is Joe Allen. Trying to get a cross in here, and he was... Zabaleta just got a toe to it. Nasri trying to win a foul and ended up playing it out of play. But Liverpool looking dangerous and attacking already. And they have a throw-in. Here is Sterling. Moreno to Sturridge. Poor ball from Daniel Sturridge there. Tried to clip it with the outside of his left boot. And it's all the way back to Liverpool's defence again with Lovren. Allen, Coutinho now breaking forward. It's great play from him. Getting away from Torre. Sterling. Henderson. Gerrard could have struck there. Johnson provides a ball in. It's Daniel Sturridge! 1-1! Liverpool score and Sturridge is offside. No appeals there from Daniel Sturridge. You thought that Liverpool equalised there, and they really have. That's a wake-up call for Manchester City. Daniel Sturridge is just offside there. It's a great decision from the linesman. Company have tried the diving header to clear, couldn't, and you just think, well, is this a wake-up call? And now Dzeko's 1-on-1 for City, and what a wonderful bit of defending there from the youngster Alberto Moreno. He just sprinted across to Dzeko, and if Dzeko could have just got a toe to that, I mean, could have got it round Moreno easily, but very confident, very good defending there from the youngster. And he left Nasri all on his own in the centre. Manchester City corner. It is Silva. Crossed in. Headed on one more, and it was Sturridge that got it away for Liverpool. Manchester City throwing. Really dangerous start from Liverpool, and I think that offside goal may sort of quell the tempo of the game here, or it might make City up theirs again to try and get a second. It's another corner to City. Zabaleta hitting it against Dejan Lovren. Very authoritative figure, Dejan Lovren. He's only just joined the side and he's already giving his orders. He's a great organiser. And it's Nasri's corner. Swinging outwards. Jovetic heads it forwards and it's just over the bar by the Montenegrin. He looks dangerous, doesn't he? It's almost like a new signing for Manchester City. Stefan Jovetic had a tough first season dealing with injury, a lot of injury, and he really never got the game time, especially with strikers like Negredo, Aguero and Dzeko in such fine form. And Jovetic has got the shout this year, and he is grasping the opportunity with both hands. He will be a real asset for Manchester City in their quest to defend the Premier League title this season. Zabaleta headed away by Lovren. Gerrard to Skirtle. Good defending there. Gerrard fanning it wide to Johnson. Henderson. Not got much on. Sterling. Great ball actually from Henderson. And Sturridge just tried to poke it around the corner to Sterling. But in the end, Company got there as he usually does. Become a real great defender here for Manchester City. Company. Lovren got the ball. Massive appeals from the Manchester City fans and players, but Dejan Lovren did get the ball in his sliding tackle on Dzeko. Gerrard. I think Manchester City really need to close down Steven Gerrard more. Because he's just, a lot of teams do. I mean, he sits deep, so it's hard to not give him time on the ball. Here's Sterling running at the defence. Sterling past Fernando and wins a free kick. This is really dangerous territory for Manchester City. Liverpool can really conduct something here. Sterling just danced past Fernando. And he is such a talent, Raheem Sterling. And I would like to see him take the free kick still and see what he's got. But it's one of those games where you really can't afford to do it. It's got to be Steven Gerrard, hasn't it? Risk taking his pre-season. I'm sure they'll know whether he can take them or not in training. And he won't be far away, Raheem Sterling, because a player of his ability usually can take free kicks. Steven Gerrard, he'll either cross or shoot. It's quite a way out. He's chipped it in. It's Henderson. And blocked by Zabaleta. It was a great move there by Manchester City. Zabaleta screaming at his defence, telling them to switch on, keep their eyes open. Need to watch those runs. And it was a great little move from Liverpool. Would like to see a Steven Gerrard hit it there, but it was a good move. Coutinho whips it in. Joe Hart claims. And Sturridge once again stopping the early kick just by jumping in front of Joe Hart and receiving boos from the Manchester City fans for it. Dzeko. Jovetic laying it off to Fernando. Receives it back. Jovetic to Silva. He's got options to his right. Nasri's one of them. Here is Nasri. Plays it to Zabaleta. Along the ground into the area to Silva. Joe Allen cuts it out. And Joe Allen's had a really good game so far today. Vincent Kompany. Demichelis. Playing it out wide left this time to Clichy. Dzeko. Clichy. Fernando Torre. Under a bit of pressure from Jordan Henderson, but lays it off to Kompany, who slips it through to Nasri. It's a great ball there from the skipper. Now, Nasri's looking to engineer something. Playing 1-2s with Silva. Torre. Plays a 1-2 with Nasri. Torre has it again. Just know that this is the sort of play that City become real dangerous from. It's a great back heel from Jovetic. Nasri into the area. Jovetic again! And it's Stefan Jovetic again to make it 2-0 to City. And wow, that was a great move from Manchester City. That is the move that they really do specialise in. And Stefan Jovetic, he is really like a new signing for the side here. Wonderful, wonderful play. I think the cross may have just taken a nit there. It was Torre Nasri to Silva. Then a great back heel from Jovetic. He engineered it all himself. And the cross from Nasri went straight through. Mignolet scrambling across his goal. I think it was Glenn Johnson on the line, and neither could do anything about it. It was so difficult, and it was wonderful play from Manchester City, and that is exactly why they are champions, that sort of play there. Stefan Jovetic loving the spotlight now, and he is going to be pivotal this season for Manchester City. So Liverpool have us underway again with their with now a 2-goal deficit to climb. And early or not, these are the games Liverpool need to win. They need their title opponents to slip up and lose points. Manchester City didn't look sharp against Arsenal in the Charity Shield, nor against Newcastle. They may have been lucky to win that game, even despite it being 2-0. But City have looked good today. They've been relaxed in possession, and then just had a couple of moves where they've just been knocking it about for fun. And Jovetic has got it again here. The Montenegrin striker's on a hat-trick. Just trying to keep it in the end as Liverpool shirts get back. Silva out wide to Dzeko. He's onside. Across to Silva. That could have gone in easily if Silva was just a yard further back. Great defending from Zabaleta high up the pitch, stopping the counter-attack. And Manchester City could have easily been 3 up there. Doesn't matter who they play. They'll demolish their opponents at the Etihad. They beat Arsenal 6-3 here last season. Manchester United 4-1. Tottenham Hotspur 5-0. I mean, they really do just go all out. It doesn't matter who they play against. They will torture teams at the Etihad. Glenn Johnson. Liverpool really hoping to get one back here. Sterling, Sturridge, Henderson. And if they do get one, the game could really change. I mean, they could gain some momentum, and I think Manchester City sort of needed Liverpool to score that offside goal in a way, because it really did sort of give them a wake-up call, and a 1-goal lead wasn't enough. Jovetic playing it outside of the foot to Dzeko, and it was a great sliding tackle from Martin Skrtel to defend. Jovetic. Fernando. Torre. City just play cute little passes in and out of players, and it really does frustrate teams. I mean, Joe Allen, they're playing it around now, and it's just, it takes a lot of skill to be able to do it under that pressure so coolly, and they really do have some quality playmakers in the side. And they've got such squad depth this season as well, Manchester City. You can see them doing well on the European stage this season, which we haven't quite seen from them yet. Nasri scoops it into Silva. It's Jovetic! Oh, he's prodded it wide! Stefan Jovetic could have had his first Manchester City hat-trick. And there are a lot of Liverpool defenders making it difficult for him. Great play again from Manchester City, and Liverpool could have lost the game there and then. Silva laid it back. It took a little nick off Dejan Lovren. And it fell to Jovetic after a little scramble between Dzeko and Skrtel. And he just prodded it wide. It was a poor finish in the end, it has to be said, from Jovetic. Now it's Glenn Johnson. Henderson. Gerrard. Looking for the pass to Sturridge, who volleys it and scuffs it wide. He was going for the spectacular Daniel Sturridge, probably taking out a little bit of frustration. And Liverpool making a sub here. On comes number 50 for Felipe Coutinho. It is the new signing, Lazar Markovic. He's been given a rather large number. I don't know if he's been sort of intended to go out on loan, but he was absolutely phenomenal for Benfica last season, scoring 13 goals at the age of 17. He's 18 now, Lazar Markovic, and I think Don't think we'll see the best of him this season, but he's a player with a lot of potential, and we will see great things from him throughout his career. Serbian winger. It was Felipe Coutinho that came off, by the way. Once again, Manchester City fans finding their voices. It's about the man on the ball again now. Steven Gerrard. Here's Moreno. He's got such quick feet. Running at the defenders. Markovic playing the 1-2. Wonderful move. Moreno couldn't find Henderson. And it was wonderful play from the young left back. And he did have 3 options in the middle. Maybe even 4 there. He played the 1-2 with Markovic. And he tried to lay it back to Jordan Henderson. Sterling was there as well. And Sturridge wanted it in the middle. But great play there from the youngster. So, Markovic with the corner. It's a good ball in. Lovren headed away. Sterling places it back into the box. Dzeko just gets a foot to it and ends up getting it halfway up the pitch. It's Johnson. Really hoping Liverpool can get a goal here because it would really spice up the game and give us an exciting last half hour as we enter it now. Here's Lovren carrying it forward. Chips it through for Sterling. It was Demichelis that headed it poorly. And coming inside is Lazar Markovic. Sturridge! Blocked. Sterling. It's away by Fernando. Markovic in another crossing position. And Liverpool going all out now for a goal. Couple of good opportunities. Just the final ball wasn't perfect. Silva ends up getting away. It's right up into the air. Gerrard beating Torre in the air. But it went to David Silva anyway. Who carries it forward now. Nasri. And Nasri's fouled there by Dejan Lovren, £20 million defender from Southampton. Brendan Rodgers is up on his feet. And he'll know that these chances that Liverpool are creating, they really need to be putting away because the defence of Manchester City, you don't often create too many chances against. Jesus Navas, ready to enter the fray for Manchester City. Arrived from Sevilla last season. After really having an amazing season with the Spanish side. It is Fernando to Silva. Out wide to Demichelis. Clichy. Back to Demichelis. City playing it about quite deep now. Don't want to invite pressure from Liverpool though, because they can break quick, as we've seen with the Alberto Moreno and Lazar Markovic combination over the past couple of minutes. Jovetic tried to lift it through to Dzeko. It was dealt with by Skrtel. Demichelis' clearance was against Fernando, but he played it back to Kompany, who's played it forward to Dzeko, who's just onside there. And the linesman took his time raising the flag. It turns out Dzeko was offside. Just took his time mulling over that decision. Now Markovic carrying it forward here. He does look a dangerous player. Signed from Benfica in Liga Portuguesa. Didn't have a great season though. Gerrard into Sturridge, head away by Clichy. And Silva looking to engineer another attack. Torre, Clichy, Dzeko, fast play here. Oh, that was a great attempt at a pass there from Edin Dzeko. Would have been one of the passes of the season if he pulled it off, but it was cut out by Lovren. Allen carrying it forward now for Liverpool. End-to-end stuff at the minute from both sides. From the northwest. Lovren, Skrtel. Johnson, Sterling, poking it to Sturridge, who's gone away from Kompany. Daniel Sturridge lashed across the face of goal, and it's out for a throw-in in the end. He tried to go for Joe Hart's far post with his right foot. Joe Hart could only flap a hand it. I think he might have actually saved that one there, the England international. It was a great little slip through by Sterling, just prodded it through the defenders for him. Kompany couldn't do anything, and Joe Hart just flapped at it. He did get a hand to it. Oh, it's a great save in the end from Joe Hart. And it's a corner. No, sorry, a throw-in for Liverpool. But just before that, we have a substitution. David Silva's coming off. He's had a good game for Jesus Navas. Spaniard for Spaniard. Plenty of pace. Jesus Navas. And Moreno waiting to take his throw-in. And he's allowed to now. Sturridge. Doesn't give it him back. Plays it back to Gerrard. Great ball to Sterling. Sterling shifting it wide to Markovic. Gerrard. Moreno. We've seen some great crosses from him in the league last season, and that's another good one. And Sturridge didn't see it till late. Company threw himself in front of it. It was a good ball, and I don't think he expected it. Company was in front of him, completely missed it there, Company. And Sturridge it sort of just bounced off Sturridge out for a goal kick. So Moreno and Navas both played for Sevilla a couple of seasons ago. Moreno was just breaking through the ranks as Navas was in his prime. Then Navas made the move to Manchester City. A season later, Alberto Moreno follows him on the plane from Sevilla to the northwest of England, but for Liverpool. And Demichelis has passed it out of play there because Edin Dzeko's down, holding his thigh, I think. We're going to have a stoppage here. A few players have gone over. I think it was as he went up to the ball. Edin Dzeko. And Skirtle and Jovetic. Oh, it was Skirtle and Dzeko that contested for the ball, and I think it might have been the studs because there appears to be a bit of a scar on Edin Dzeko's leg that the physios are treating. He may have bruised a muscle, but it's given Manchester City an excuse to warm Sergio Aguero up, and I think he's going to come on anyway here because he's ready to put his kit on. Jovetic is being given instructions, so it will be for Dzeko when he's back up on his feet. Two good goals from Jovetic. He sort of made them both, didn't he? And the second one was a piece of genius with that back heel to Nasri. And then the finish. He didn't hit it cleanly, Jovetic, but he did have the whole goal to aim for. And Dzeko is set to come off. Aguero on the touchline, ready to come on. Dzeko walks off injured. I don't think he's going to be able to continue here. Yep, on comes Sergio Aguero. Very much a Manchester City legend now. And they love him around here. They will very much enjoy watching him play. Don't want to rush him into a 90-minute match though, when he's not 100% match fit. Here is substitute Navas. On the ball. Liverpool had it back. And he's played it through to Aguero already. And Aguero's in with a chance. And Aguero has scored already. It's 3-0 to Manchester City. He's only just come onto the field. That's as Navas. And Navas, with his first involvement, slipped through Aguero. With his first involvement, who slotted it at Simon Mignolet's near post. And who would have believed it? The City players are laughing about it. City got it back from Liverpool. Company shifts it to Navas, and it is a great ball around Lovren and Moreno. And Aguero, Mignolet's left a lot of his goal open there. A lot of his near post, and what an introduction that is from Sergio Aguero. Great finish as well at the near post. Precise. Mignolet couldn't get down quick enough. And Manchester City have got the win in the bag now. You can't see Liverpool coming back from this. You don't want to see them getting hammered because that'll give Manchester City the confidence they need to go on and just demolish any other opponent that comes in their way. And that is what every Premier League team fears right now. Glenn Johnson. Sterling. Henderson. Just under 20 minutes left now. Gerrard. Sturridge has let it run for Allen, and Demichelis got there. Demichelis just taking it out wide and winning a goal kick. It was a good play there from the centre back. So Manchester City seem to have this one now. I wonder what Mario Balotelli's thinking. Sat on his own in the stands at the moment. He left the club. Went on to win the title a couple of seasons after he left. And then he's joining a club that came runners up to his previous club, who are now 3-0 down to Manchester City. And I wonder what's going through his mind. Maybe he's thinking he can add a bit of class to this Liverpool side that they may be lacking in the final third at the moment without Luis Suarez after his departure to Barcelona. Allen. Fouled by Fernando. Glenn Johnson on the ball for Liverpool. Quick free kick taken. It's going to play it inside to Jordan Henderson. Bit of space for the England midfielder here. So Henderson very much he had a really sort of below average first season for Liverpool. But second season was last season for him, and he had a great season. He got on the goal scorer sheet for quite a few times, and Markovic slotting it through the legs of Sergio Aguero there. Sterling running at Nasri, trying to get a cross in. He's going to lay it back to Johnson. Puts a left one into the box. Company headed it up and away. Henderson won the header. Johnson poking it to Sterling. Gerrard whipping it in. And Sturridge was pushed in the back there maybe by Zabaleta. Markovic couldn't keep it in play because of some pressure from Jesus Navas. So, goal kick to Manchester City. It's another substitution for Liverpool. I think it's going to be Joe Allen to be replaced by ex-Bayer Leverkusen midfielder Emre Can. Played for Bayern Munich also. And his versatility at his finest. He can play in most areas in defence, like anywhere on the bottom half of the field, and he will perform at his finest. It's a great capture for Liverpool, and we'll see how he does coming on. It's a bit odd that he'd be taking Joe Allen off for a defensive player. Maybe looking to conserve goal difference. Brendan Rodgers. It's Torre. Jovetic. Nasri. Plays it to Navas, whose pace couldn't quite beat that of Moreno's, and he's happy to concede a throw in the air. He's holding his nose. Throw in from Zabaleta back to Fernando. Torre. Over 15 minutes to go now. Manchester City still lead by 3-0. Clichy's pass. Blocked by Sterling, but it's out for a throw-in. Inside their own half now. And it is Emre Can coming on for... Yes, indeed it was Joe Allen coming off. We'll see how this goes. It's a debut for Liverpool. And this midfielder, I think, he'll do well at Liverpool if they can hold on to him for a while. Try and stop him bouncing from club to club. That's what he's done. Past few seasons, he went from Bayern Munich to Leverkusen for a season, and now it's Liverpool. Hopefully, he stays here for more than a season. I think he will be quite useful for them. Here's Henderson driving forward, tried to lay it through to Sturridge, forced Emre Can. Tried to skip round Torre. Gerrard with a great outside the football to Henderson. Skirtle. Henderson. Skirtle. Can. A lot of pressure from City high up here, so it's difficult for Liverpool to really do anything with the ball. Navas's toe poke on the ball took it away from its intended target. Markovic to Sturridge. Moreno, good ball in there, scuffed away by Demichelis. Company got a header in the end, and Torre flicked it onto Gerrard, who's looking to start another attack. It's a great ball to Sterling. He just knows the weight of every pass he's going to put on. Steven Gerrard, absolutely mesmerising passes sometimes. Here is Jovetic. Driving at the defence. And Chan's first involvement as a Liverpool player gives him a yellow card. Nightmare opening 3 minutes for the Turkey midfielder. Just sort of clatters into the side of Jovetic. It's definitely a foul. Not sure about a booking, although Jovetic was running towards goal. I just don't think that was a booking there. Company. Navas. Tried to slip through Zabaleta. Markovic. Gerrard. Moreno. Gerrard. Well played out of the back there from Liverpool. Gerrard. All the way over the top for Sturridge, and Company got there. His header went against Zabaleta, and that could have quite easily fallen for Daniel Sturridge, but in the end it went back to Vincent Kompany, who's lifted 2 Premier League titles under 2 different managers for Manchester City. First one was Roberto Mancini. Second was Manuel Pellegrini. Yaya Toure. You can only think that this goal, or the goal scored, wouldn't. You can only really think that this game would have been different if Luis Suarez had been on the field for Liverpool. I mean, he would have just taken some of the opportunities and created better opportunities, and maybe City would have still scored 3. But you could have seen Liverpool nabbing 1 or 2 if they had Suarez on the field. Good play there by Markovic. Henderson slipped through to Johnson. Good ball. And Clichy happy to concede the corner there. It was a dangerous position for Johnson to be in. On comes England international, former Southampton striker Ricky Lambert. It's an attacking change. They're doing it just before the corner. He is great in the air, Ricky Lambert. And on he comes for Raheem Sterling. So just throwing him up front here. Raheem Sterling's had a great game. He's just shown so much potential over the past 1.5 seasons. And he's replaced by Ricky Lambert. He's the second Southampton player to make an appearance at Liverpool. Henderson headed over by Emre Can. I think he got a bump on the head as well doing that. And now as a Manchester City substitution, on comes Fernandinho. Had a wonderful season last season. Fernandinho really did engineer. I think, in my opinion, he's the best player for Manchester City last season. And off comes Stefan Jovetic. And a bit of a hug on the touchline there. Two City players. Stefan Jovetic on a hat-trick came off, but he's had a good game. It's Toure going to go in behind Aguero with Fernando and Fernandinho sitting tight behind the defence. His first touch was a pass to Vincent Kompany. Here's Pablo Zabaleta, chipped over the top for Jesus Navas. And Ricky Lambert just eased off the ball there by Kompany. Fernando. Clichy. Nasri, he's found Nasri well there. Gael Clichy, Toure, Nasri. So much space on the far side for Navas that nobody spotted. And Navas has been calling for a while, but City just playing it well in between the defenders. Toure shifted it to Navas now. Crossing position into Toure. And Skirtle puts it out for a corner. Here's Nasri taking it short. Navas. Nasri. Oh, he tried to lay it off to Aguero there. And now Manchester City break. Great speed shown here by Lazar Markovic. Gives it Emre Can. Now it's Henderson. Can. Sturridge. Henderson. Tried to find Ricky Lambert, who was making the run. And it was broken down by the many blue shirts in the Manchester City area. Johnson to Can. Finds Sturridge. And it was good defending there by Demichelis, but Sturridge has won it back. Crossed in, back post, Ricky Lambert! Wonderful save from Joe Hart! And it's gone in. Liverpool have one back. And you can see it's been a really nervy ending to the game. Ricky Lambert with his first goal for his boyhood club there. Back post header and goal line technology will come into play here, because it was instantly given. The first one didn't go over the line, and the second one is miles over the line there. Joe Hart couldn't keep it out. We don't really need technical aid for that one. It was a great ball in from Sturridge, and Ricky Lambert headed it home. I think that might actually go down as a own goal from Pablo Zabaleta. I'm not sure who the final touch came off there, but it's 3-1 now. Doesn't look as bad on Liverpool. Might do a bit for their confidence, but if they can get another here, give City a real game. Here's Sturridge now. Exciting ends to the last 10 minutes or so of the game left. We've got 7 minutes of normal time remaining. Sturridge weaving past Demichelis, and it was cut out there by Fernando. Emre Can misses it. The clearance straight here. It's across the area. Kompany off the line. And while Liverpool are really trying to get a second here, Kompany screaming at his defence. And that could have easily been Manchester City 3, Liverpool 2. Can dancing around Fernandinho. Couldn't hold on to it. Markovic has it, and Navas gets back and cuts it out. Hoofed clear by Navas. Lovren. We're in for a thriller finish here. Gerrard, Henderson. It's now Johnson. Driving at Clichy, and he's tried to put it through his legs. Clichy dealt with that with ease. Nasri. Navas. City will know more than most that comebacks can happen, so they won't take their lead for granted. Now I think they'll push for another. Markovic tackled hard by Fernandinho, and Markovic has gone down. He's back up on his feet now, though. And Glenn Johnson's down as well. And Glenn Johnson's asking for a substitution. I think Liverpool are out of substitutes. Yeah, they've brought on a Lambert, Chan and Markovic. So Glenn Johnson's going to have to come off, and Liverpool are going to have to go down to 10 men here for the last few minutes. Glenn Johnson down the tunnel. Liverpool down to 10 for the next few minutes. I think that's going to be Henderson slotting in as a right back or makeshift, because I think we're going to see mostly Liverpool attacking here if they can get the ball off Manchester City, that is. Torre with a cheeky scoop over to Nasri. And Henderson's won it. Skirtle. Now Liverpool will try and send it forward. Mignolet. Henderson touches it for Gerrard. Now it's Chan. What an exciting end to proceedings we have here. 4 minutes of normal time remaining as Liverpool break. Trying to look for a second. Still trying to get that comeback. 2 goals doesn't look as daunting as 3 in the last few minutes or so here. It is possible. We've seen stranger things happen in football. Nasri. Clichy using his pace. 86 minutes he's been on the field, and you see that sort of acceleration this late on. Great stamina from the left back. He tried to play it to Torre though, and it was a poor, lazy, tired ball from Clichy, and it was cut out by Skirtle. He was fouled by Yaya Torre. Liverpool have a free kick. Skirtle's gone down hurt there. I think it was a bit of a heavy challenge from Torre. He's gone right into the side of him, and you can see why that's hurt Skirtle, because he's followed through there, Yaya Torre, in trying to block the clearance. Liverpool don't want to be going down to 9 men. I don't think they'd be wasting time in these dying moments. Skirtle's down. It's not looking good. I think they're going to go down to 9 men here, Liverpool, if he can't get up. A lot of stoppage time to be added on. These final minutes really dominated by injury. I thought we were going to see an exciting end, but this is really taking the momentum out of Liverpool's attack. They got one. They nearly got one right after another. And Skirtle is back up on his feet here. I think he's going to be able to continue. And Skirtle limping off the field. I think he's going to be able to come back on. And as of now, Liverpool are down to 9 men. Skirtle straight back into play though. The referee allowed it. Didn't want to see Liverpool with 9 men in the closing stages. Would have been really difficult for him. Fernandinho, company away to Navas. Hart. Gael Clichy. Great block there by Skirtle, who's hurt himself again with that interception. Gerrard, Henderson, Skirtle. You can tell he's really suffering down there, Skirtle. But he's going to try and brave the last few minutes for Liverpool's sake. And now Alberto Moreno's down. And they're dropping like flies at the minute, Liverpool. Oh, and Moreno's just twisted his ankle there. That's a third injury in 5 minutes. And now Moreno's down. It could be, once again, Liverpool down to 9 men here, receiving more treatment. I think Moreno won't see the end of the game. 5 minutes added on here. A minimum of 5 minutes added on, should I say, because if Moreno doesn't come off the pitch soon, he's going to have to... Moreno insisting that he goes back on. I don't think the physios look too happy about it. Limping around. And Liverpool nearly nicked it off Manchester City there at the back. Nasri now breaking, exposing Liverpool's right-hand side as they have no right back. Glenn Johnson is off the field injured. Nasri. Fernando. Back to Demichelis. Sturridge. Couldn't quite get to that. So Skirtle's on the field, battling through his injury. Moreno's on the field, battling through his injury. Both players are limping. So it's going to be hard to defend now because a lot of defenders falling down here for Liverpool. And now they break as Gerrard releases Chan, who gets round Zabaleta. And he's gone to ground. Zabaleta laughs in his face there. Emre Can dived, I think, there. Michael Oliver didn't decide to book Emre Can there. Here comes Aguero. Nasri. Liverpool really do look thin at the moment here. They just lost their pace when they went down to 10 men. They really didn't continue their attacking spree. And you think Manchester City will see the remaining 3 minutes out comfortably here. Navas' back heel was risky. It was poked away by Markovic, but Company's driven it forward, and now he needs to get back because Lambert tried to flick it over Fernando. And it was well defended there in the end by the Brazilian midfielder. Fernandinho. Fernando. Nasri. Torre. City just shifting it from left to right here. Trying to kill off the last few minutes of the game. Nasri, City trying to add a fourth here late on. They'll know that goal difference matters in the Premier League. Navas. Nasri. Aguero. Not got much on. Clichy. Fernando. Zabaleta. City keeping it well here. Jesus Navas. Running. And his cross straight at the chest of Lazar Markovic. It's Torre. He's trying to get a shot away. It was blocked well by Lovren. Fernandinho. skips round. Here's Aguero. Aguero looking for another one, and I thought that was in there from Sergio Aguero, but it's straight into the side netting. News coming through that Sergio Aguero's Argentinian teammate Angel Di Maria has just arrived at Carrington ahead of his medical for Manchester United. Transfer from Real Madrid. Anyway, here comes Samir Nasri. Yaya Toure out wide to Navas. We could see a fourth here from City. Blocked ball in by Moreno, and he has had a great game, Alberto Moreno, considering 3-1 down. And it was his fault mainly that City took the lead in the first place through Stefan Jovetic. I think Michael Oliver will just blow his whistle in the end, because Aguero. Fernando looking to strike one. Got closed down though by Chan. And that's full time. Manchester City, the champions of the Premier League, show the runners up why they're champions of the Premier League. It is the final score: Manchester City 3, Liverpool 1. After a really well balanced first half, just before half time, it was Jovetic that latched onto a defensive error from Alberto Moreno to slot home through Simon Mignolet's legs. Then after the break, Liverpool looked to have equalised, but it was offside. Daniel Sturridge. And City used that as a wake-up call to make their lead 2-0 with a great attacking move from Manchester City, started and finished by Stefan Jovetic to get a brace. And then it was Sergio Aguero and Jesus Navas combining with both of the players' first involvements after coming on as substitutes to score and make it 3-0. And late on, it was Ricky Lambert to score his first ever Liverpool goal for Manchester City. And it was 3-1 is how it finished. Liverpool looked to have a late comeback, but they just couldn't quite do it. And that is how it finished after quite a few injuries to Manchester City players. It is Manchester City 3, Liverpool 1 at the Etihad Stadium. What a game we've seen. And thank you for watching Spin Total Football, and see you later.